Hello. Welcome, everybody. We're back for our Thursday Flourish with Purpose. This is Jody and Kayla, and we are really dear friends who have lived just a lifetime of experiences and have most recently entered into the incredible world of holistic health and purpose-driven entrepreneurship. And it's something that we have specifically developed a deep passion for, and that we are very passionate about educating our networks about. And so we hope that if you are here tuning in, and if you have been confused at all about this MLM world, network marketing space, we would love to just share not only some of our experience, but just even a lot of things that we've learned through our experience and through other people that we've been able to rub shoulders with and get to know about what this space actually does provide for individuals and families. And so today we are actually going to dive into one of the objections that is pretty common in this industry, and that is, why do so many people fail? And so we wanted to talk about the failure rates in network marketing, why that perception exists, which is not a totally invalid perception. We want to offer a little bit of a different perspective, and we want to just redefine things, because oftentimes things are being defined through a certain lens when it's not that lens that you're actually looking through. So we want to kind of like replace the lens with a different lens today. And if you are somebody specifically who has been interested in, maybe you've previously tried, or maybe you're interested in developing a stream of income through the industry of network marketing, but you've been hesitant because you don't want to fail. First of all, that's okay. That's how most people feel. And second of all, we hope that you stick around, and we hope that you really listen to what we have to say today, because it could be everything that makes all the difference, and whether or not you step into something that could be life-changing for you or for your family or not. So, okay, so I had several different things that I wanted to just kind of talk about that Kayla and I were just going to go back and forth on. But two of the really big reasons, and then we'll kind of dig down into both, that people, that there's the perception of a very high failure rate in the network marketing industry. The first one is because there are a lot of people that enter this industry but aren't willing to actually develop the skills that it takes to build a business. This is a business. To learn the things that they need to learn in order to turn this into something where it is an actual legit stream of income. And the second thing is that people quit too soon. So as we talk more about this, let's kind of start with the skill piece. Kayla, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, because you, my friend, were someone who was like, I would never do that because I don't have the skills to do that.
Totally.
Yeah. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about that.
Yeah, I think, I guess something that has surprised me about this space is that the skills and the knowledge that I have developed in completely different places and roles and responsibilities and jobs that I've had just as a person have transferred. And so, or the knowledge that I've had previously, I've been able to apply and then dive in and do the work. And I think that, so I think part of it is that we may be more equipped than we think, because other areas of life carry over. But then the other thing too is, this is a profession that anyone can step into at any level of experience and find success. I have found that, I've had people ask me, how have you built this business? How have you built this? Are you an influencer? Do you have an incredible Instagram? I don't. I am not. But I've taken the training and I've implemented it, and I've taken the training and I've implemented it, and I've been committed to developing the skills. So it's like some of them I brought with me from previous experiences that I've had. And then some of them I've just, dove headfirst into the training, put them into practice. done it poorly first, you know, and figured it out and sharpened those skills as I've moved forward, and I haven't given up. And so it's been both bringing previous skills into this industry, but then also being committed to doing the work and the personal development to continue to develop those things and to kind of grow as I build a business, and to not give up at the first time that I'm like, oh, I'm not very good at that, you know, or oh, that didn't come out right. But to be committed to do the work to better myself as a business owner,
Yeah.
better myself as a coach, to better myself as I'm serving others, and that through that I've seen those skills develop, which has helped my business to grow. So
Yeah, that's so good. I had a previous conversation when I was with my former company of someone telling me there's not, they basically were like, unless you have really rich friends and unless you have a lot of them, there's not really a way that you are going to be successful in network marketing. And that comment has always stuck with me. And I think it honestly took the wind out of my sails when I was with my previous company, because I was thinking, oh, well, but that's actually not my situation. My situation is we have a lot of college students or recently graduated college students that are in our network, our friends, our family. I mean, it's not like we live in this, you know, super wealthy, influential, you know, I mean, people are doing fine, but that really took the wind out of my sails. But the other thing that I kind of realized is this industry is very forgiving, because although I believe every person who at least attempts network marketing and is willing to put in the work and is willing to really treat it like a real job, if that's the type of money that they want to make, that the systems that you step into are duplicatable, that somebody else has actually gone before you and created the system that ideally, if you are working with a good company, if you are working on a good team, then those systems are given to you and you are taught and you are mentored, just like any job that you would start. You're not going to start day one. Name a job to me in any industry, anywhere, where you can start day one and you know what you're doing. But I think a lot of people have wrong expectations versus reality. They think, oh, network marketing, I'm going to start working in network marketing and start making a lot of money. And then they get rejected. They, you know, their friends and family don't understand. Maybe they have tried some things and they haven't quite developed or mastered those skills yet. And they quit because they're like, well, it doesn't work. And I would imagine, speaking to those of you who are listening or watching, if you've heard like network marketing has high failure rates, who is telling you that? Has it been people that have previously tried network marketing that have maybe not given it enough time, or haven't been willing to do the work to develop the skills that it takes to build an actual business? Who is telling you that? Where are you getting your information and your data from? I think that that's also really important, just to know, instead of allowing that to inform what your perceptions are, especially if you think that this could be an industry that could be a legitimate stream of income for you and your family. So
I think another thing is who defines success and failure.
exactly.
Because, you know, I've heard people say so many times that everyone fails in network marketing. You know, it's only 1% succeeds in network marketing, which I would say defines success.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about, I think network marketing gets this bad reputation because when we share about this opportunity with people, and by we, I mean just people, what's often referred to is the fact that there's no ceiling, the fact that you can establish time freedom and financial freedom and residual income. And you hear all of these things. So then I think that this idea gets put in our heads that like network marketing equals millionaire, network marketing equals lay on the beach while residual income like flows into your account. And that does happen for
Yeah.
some people.
Mm-hmm.
However, that cannot be the definition of success, because if we define success by the number of people who lay on the beach while millions of dollars flow into their bank account. I mean, what industry do you know? Any industry, any profession, any job, what do you know that has more than a 1% success rate in that? It's like any job, there's going to be a very small percentage of people who achieve that level of success. And that's not unique to network marketing. And I think for so many people who enter the network marketing space, or maybe they don't even enter it because they're afraid, because they don't know if they'll be successful, but they need it. They need a stream of income. They
Yeah.
need something to be able to earn from home or something to supplement what they're already doing. I mean, for the vast majority of people, $200 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month could change their situation, could
Yeah.
change their family, could allow them. I mean, I'm thinking of a dear friend of mine who happens to work with us in our company. And she just shared her story this week about how making I don't know what she's making, but that's irrelevant. But the amount, she's not making millions. I'll tell you that. She's not making millions, but what she's making has allowed her to pay her mortgage and keep them from foreclosing their home during a season where her husband didn't have work. And I
Yeah.
just think like, man, that is success. That
Yeah.
is life change. I had a conversation with another woman on our team a few days ago who said, if I could make $200 to $400 a month, that would really take some pressure off my family. It's like that we can show you how to do that. Like that is not hard. So if we
Lots of
redefine
pathways to that.
multiple pathways and like
Yeah.
clear pathways. I mean, when I had that conversation with her, it's like, do this, do this, do this. You're there. Like here's several pictures of how you can get there, and you can get there every month again and again and again. And so I think like when you redefine success, if your definition of success is millionaire laying on the beach with flowing endless residual income, then yeah, the percentage of people that are going to get there, which as you said, the percentage of people who are willing to build the skills and stick with it long enough and all of that, I mean, that's all correlates, right? But for the average person who's looking for $200, $500, $1,000 a month, $3,000 a month, it's like you can achieve that with a very clear path by just doing the work and developing the skills, and that is success.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then it's not fair to say 1% are successful,
Yeah.
because if you redefine success, the percentage is actually much, much, much higher.
Right.
Um, so, and the
Something.
people,
Go
let
ahead.
me just say one more thing. The people who don't find success, who aren't making money, who aren't achieving whatever goal they set out to, oftentimes they're not putting in the elbow work. They're not developing the skills and doing the work that it takes, which that's true in any job. It's like if I go get a job at Starbucks, but I don't read any of the information, I don't learn any of the recipes, I don't learn how to turn on the coffee pot, and I don't learn how to pull a shot, I'm not going to be very successful in my job there. And it's the same thing here. It's like if I need $300 a month, I can do that from home while developing the skills and getting the training and the personal development and be incredibly successful and not have to go get that job at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But just like a job at Starbucks, I would have to develop those skills to keep my job.
Yeah.
In this space, you have to develop skills to keep your job and to
Yeah.
see the finances you want.
Yeah. Two things really quick. Going back to the 1% thing, it is the same in any industry. It's not like you have 75% of people at the top making the most amount of money. However, I will say network marketing is one of the only industries I'm aware of where that is an option for a majority of the people. It is usually not an option for a majority of the people in a company to be the CEO. That is an option usually for one person. And when I especially think about women in the workplace and how often women are competing for jobs, with men, or, like so much is dependent on education and further education and, your past experience, those obstacles do not exist in network marketing. And and the other thing I want to say is I think that, we although there are a lot of people that turn their nose up to network marketing and the stream of income that is absolutely right. You know, $200 a month is life changing for many families. It is for mine. No one ever questioned when I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go teach English online to kids living halfway across the world, because the $700 a month I was making, which by the way, I was killing myself doing it because I was, you know, I was giving up sleep, and I was and it was literally trading time for money, which was fine. That was provision for our family during that season. No one ever questioned, wow, you know, why aren't you doing, like, that's not very successful because it's only $700 a month, or that's not very successful because that's $200 a month. It was like, no, that's awesome that you have that opportunity. That's awesome that you have Wi-Fi that enables you to connect, and that you have a husband who can wake up and do breakfast with the kids while you're teaching in the basement. No one ever questions that. But then we like kind of are skeptical about these other streams of income that are way more flexible that can produce like truly a level of income that I did not think was possible for the amount of time putting it. So, you know, we know that this industry is not for everybody, but I am becoming more and more and more convinced that more people should consider it that haven't, because you maybe just haven't had the right perspective or the right education around it. And so that's what we're doing here. That's all we're doing, is just calling out stigmas around this industry and putting them into a different perspective, offering a different perspective. And again, the two of us, this has been life-changing, truly. We're just getting started with our company, but already it has truly been life-changing. And, you know, if we can consider and be open to an opportunity like this, there's so many other people out there, maybe someone who's watching would also consider and be open to an opportunity like this that wasn't previously. So, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so glad you're here. And if you have any thoughts or questions, you are more than welcome to message either of us. Our inboxes are always open. You can feel free to comment below. You can feel free to share this with people in your life if you think that this is something they'd be interested in learning more about. But with that said, we're so thankful that you've joined us, and we'll be back next week with more fun stuff to talk about. All right, you guys have an amazing day.